Hi guys, it's Miss Rose here. This is the help video for NTI Day 9 for the area of triangles. If you remember, we did this right before we left, so hopefully this will kind of jog your memory. Now, this NTI Day actually has two different worksheets. I think Miss Barnes drew up these notes for you to look at so you can see across the top here. These are the area of the triangle. Um, these are the formulas for it. She wrote them in three different ways. Remember that when we did it in my class, we decided that we were going to use this one because if you're working from home and using a calculator, this one's going to be the easiest one for you to get into a calculator. So if you can see right here, I just kind of so this is the best one to use right here. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Remember, when we do the area of a triangle, it's really easy to forget that divided by 2. So you really want to make sure that you do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and scroll down. Down here, I really liked. Here is a good kind of reminder about how a triangle is laid out. One thing I would just point out is this height right here. Remember, it is this line right here. It is not that slanted line. Okay. Remember that your height are the two lines that are connected by this little square. This square indicates that that's a 90-degree angle between these two lines. That means that these two lines are perpendicular. So this is my height right here. You can see my little pencil. I'm going to outline it in blue. This is the height, and this is the base. Whoops, that's kind of got to be a crooked line, but that's my base. Sometimes the height can be inside of the figure, like here. My base is on the bottom. The base is in red right there. Okay. And my height, we actually had to draw in. It goes from the top of the figure and intersects with the base. And there's that little box that tells us that forms a right triangle. I'm going to move my box over just a little so you can see this. I don't know why. Let me move this box over so we can see why I'm gonna let me move it. There we go. Move me over here. Woo! Here we go. Let's look at this one right here. Okay. So I'm going to get back to my, okay. So if you see a triangle like this, remember that the height can never be a slanted line. When you go to the doctor tells you to stand up straight to get your height. The height is always the line that stands up straight. Okay. So this is my height right here. Now, notice that there has to be a dotted line that connects the base, but we're only going to use the number for this solid line for our base. So sometimes you see a number like this. You see like 5, and then sometimes they try to trick you and give you a number like this, like 3. But we only would use the 5 because the 5 is the measurement of the actual shape. This dotted line is not a measurement of the shape. So we want to cross that 3 out. Okay, so this is the help sheet. You can refer back to it. I'm going to go ahead and click over to the worksheet, the assignment. Okay, move myself back down here, going for a ride, yay. Hold on just a second. There we go. Okay. You have plenty of room to work on this worksheet. If you have it printed out on paper, or if you just need to get a scratch piece of paper, that's fine too. I'm going to show you what you need to actually show your work. I'm going to try to do it with this pencil right here. Okay, so first step is to write out our formulas, which is A equals base times height divided by 2. Okay, so on your piece of paper right now, until you get really good at it, go ahead and write that out. A equals base times height divided by 2. I'm going to go over here and look at my figure. My base You can see the triangle is sitting on its base. It's that straight line that's not diagonal. So my base is 17. So I'm going to plug in 17 in place of the b. So I'm going to write it again. A equals 17, right where my b was. Now I'm going to put a 17. I am going to put a multiply sign in between because we remember when it's side by side, we multiply. Okay. And now I need to find my h, my height. Well, for this one, it's fairly simple. On this one, I don't really like it because it didn't show you that these two lines are a right angle, but they are. So I'm going to draw that in there for you. Okay, so this is my height, 10. So I'm going to put that 10 in where the h is. And I'm going to go ahead and write down my divided by 2 so I don't forget. Okay. And now we simplify. At this stage, if you get a calculator, which if you were in my math class, you all get a calculator, so please use it. Okay, remember you can use your cell phone. You can type in 17 times 10 divided by 2. I'm going to go to Desmos. Hopefully everybody has their computers with them. Remember, you can go to, if you don't have a cell phone calculator, you don't have a calculator at home, you can always look for Desmos. This link is in my Google Classroom as well, but you do have this calculator to use. Okay, so I'm going to flip back, whoops, and see the numbers because I've already forgotten. Okay, we have 17 times 10 divided by 2. So you can type that in your calculator, your Desmos calculator, 17 times 10 divided by 2. Okay, you can see that the Desmos calculator actually did not like the way that we typed it in. It gave me the wrong answer. Actually, no, that's the right answer. Let's see. Let me check myself. So here, 17 times 10 equals divided by 2 equals, whoops, 170 divided by 2 equals 85. So the calculator did, it did do it right. So there you go. So you can just type it in. So my answer is 85. I'm going to go back to my worksheet. I'm going to put my answer in, 85. And remember that you need to put your units. Okay. When I go back to my figure, it says IN, which that's the abbreviation for inches. So I'm going to put IN squared. And that's the answer I write here, 85 inches. If you're working from a paper packet, then you can just write right on it. If you're working on online, you can go to my Google Classroom, and I have a Google form for day 9. You just go ahead and put your answer in. In fact, I believe, yeah, this is a short answer one, so you just write 85 inches, and you're done. Okay. So let's scroll down and take a look at the rest of the paper. This one is fairly simple and straightforward. It only gives you 2 numbers, so you're always going to use those 2 numbers. You're going to multiply the 2 numbers and then divide by 2 and get your answer. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a link below this video. Reach out to me, email me, however I can help you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.